Howdy. Hi. It's Sunday morning. It's Eastern Standard Time here on the East Coast. No more of that daylight savings crap, although it's going to take a little bit of getting used to here. I'm here for another curve flattening concert. I'm Raleigh Brown. I see a couple people are on. I don't see any comments yet. Nobody has said hello. I hope I get comments. There we go. Judy Wong, Ann Mintz, Howard Hobbs, Andreas Postler, the Gibson Girl, Laura Jackson Selden, Donna Greenberg. Hey, you made it. Debbie Lipster of Vasayo. Hi, you guys. Janice, my lovely wife, is here. Thought she was going to miss it. I heard the phone ring upstairs. Hey, Michael Tierson. Kate Petrella, a good crowd. Michelle Benjamin. You guys are all... I hope you didn't tune in an hour ago. I almost thought I'd come on at 9:30 and say, don't forget to set your clocks back. Hi, Lita Shapiro. Michael Anthony Wood from SWAC, Southwest Oklahoma. And Tom Dietz and Jim Moore. And Bob Walker and Aretta and Ron. Aretta and Ron, you guys are loyal fans. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And Dave Van Allen. I better get to work here because I got a lot of songs to sing. Hi, Jeff. So, I was going to talk to you a little bit about songwriters today. You know, I see it as there's this great continuum of songwriters, and at one end are songwriters whose primary motivation is to become rich and reach the largest possible bunch of people with their music. And at the other end of the continuum are people who are driven by a different kind of artistic drive. I think everyone who writes songs is driven by some kind of artistic drive, or else they'd be something else, you know. But I think that a lot of times people on that one end of the continuum, their whole thing gets a little bit perverted by the kind of capitalist impulse and motive. I remember Glenn Campbell retired from performing in the probably early 80s, maybe, or maybe late 80s. And this was way before he had Alzheimer's. And when they asked him why he quit recording, he said, when I realized that all the artistic decisions were being made by accountants, I just didn't want to have anything more to do with it, essentially. And there is that kind of end of the way capitalism impacts music. At the other end, you have people who really are driven by a very artistic motivation. And sometimes they don't get as much fame and fortune. There's probably a lot of really good songwriters who don't get any fame or fortune. And there are some who have a special following. And the first song I'm going to do you today is by my old friend Bob Franke, who definitely has a special following. There are few people in the world who can write the way Bob writes. And this song is a real perfect example of that. Haven't sung it in many years till last night. Death took the husband of a neighbor of mine on a highway with a drunk at the wheel. She told me, keep your clean hands off the laundry he left, and don't tell me you know how I feel. She had a tape that he'd sent her from a Holiday Inn. She never listened much in the day, but when I heard him say he loved her through the window at night, I just stayed the hell away. There's a hole in the middle of the prettiest life, so the lawyers and the prophets say. Not your father or your mother or your lover can ever make it go away. And there's too much darkness in an endless night to be afraid of the way we feel. Let's be kind to each other, not forever, but for real. My father never put his parachute on in the Pacific back in World War II. He said he'd rather go down in familiar flames than be lost in that endless blue. And a little of that blue got into my eyes, and we never stopped fighting that war, till I finally understood about endlessness, and then I loved him like never before. There's a hole in the middle of the prettiest life, so the lawyers and the prophets say. Not your father or your mother or your lover will ever make it go away. And there's too much darkness in an endless night to be afraid of the way we feel. Let's be kind to each other, not forever, but for real. It's lucky that my daughter got her mother's nose and just a little of her father's eyes. We've got just enough love that when the longing takes me, well, it takes me by surprise. And I remember that longing from my highway days, though I never could give it a name. It's lucky I discovered in the nick of time the woman and child aren't to blame for the hole in the middle of a pretty good life. I only face it 'cause it's here to stay. Not my father or my mother or my daughter or my lover or the highway made it go away. And there's too much darkness in an endless night to be ashamed of the way I feel. I'll be kind to my loved ones, not forever, but for real. Now some say that God is a lover, some say it's an endless void. Some say both, some say she's angry, some say he's just annoyed. But if God felt a hammer in the palm of his hand, and God knows the way we feel, and love lasts forever, forever and for real. Love lasts forever. For Real by Bob Franke. Hell of a song. It's a hell of a song. Big Dan's here. Yay. Charlotte Cantrell's here. Kenny's here. Hi, Kenny. Eddie D, Carol Pratt, Bob McKenna, Melissa Whittle Fleming. Hey, Melissa, Queenie to me, the Queen of Snark. Okay, good to see you all. Alex is on there. Didn't see what he said. He's always good to listen to. And Peter Williamson, not his real name. And Deb Levy Clark and Wayne and Diney. Hi, all you guys. So, it's a long song, but worth the wait, worth the waiting to the end. Suki the dog is here. You may hear her pitter-patting around, or maybe even snorking. She snorks around on the floor. This next song, it's by another songwriter who probably even less well-known than Bob Franke, which is a shame. His name's Jeff Deichman. And boy, this was one of the first songs I heard Jeff sing back in like 1980, maybe 78, something like that. You know, I've seen some trouble, seen some troubled times. I almost had a gold-haired girl. I couldn't make her mine. Just a child, they tell me. Just a kid, they say. I never knew a woman who could make me feel this way. I've seen some trouble. Oops, let's try that again. You know, I've seen some fortune every now and then. I found $1 on the ground, held it in my hand. I turned that dollar over every which way. I couldn't find an angle, Lord, to make that dollar pay. So I spent it wisely. I bought a pint of rye. It wasn't that I felt so bad, I just didn't want to try. Now you've heard my story, now you've heard my song. I caught the train at Silver Spring. To DuPont I am gone. I wish I had that dollar. I wish I had a dime. I wish I had that gold-haired girl sung clean off my mind. Jeff Deichman's Gold-Haired Girl. Some announcements. Alex Bevan, I think, is here. He's not going to stream until Friday. He's a busy man this week, and in a good way, I hope. So we'll see him on Friday. Cozy Sheridan and Charlie Koch Tuesday morning at 10:30. The Kokomo Kid. I tried to tune in on the Kokomo Kid, and my computer was acting up. He was on this morning at 10. And he looked like he was having a great time, but I couldn't get any audio, and I actually had to restart the computer because I was afraid that we were not going to be able to have this. So Ruben Musgrave, hey Ruben, good to see you, my friend. Just all the former DCians showing up here for the Jeff Deichman song. Anyhow, so Kokomo is every morning except Saturday at 10 a.m. And I said Cozy and Charlie, Kokomo, Alex. There's a PayPal link and a Venmo link if you'd like to leave a little something. We appreciate it. And I don't know that I have anything else to say. I gave you my little talk about songwriters. And part of that talk was inspired because I listened to a podcast called Broken Record, which Malcolm Gladwell initiated, and then Rick, famous record producer, Rick something, facilitates a lot of times. And they were talking to Bruce Springsteen, and it was interesting to listen to Bruce Springsteen talk about writing. And some guys get up every morning and they write for 4 hours. Bruce only writes when he can get something to grab him, But go listen to it, Broken Record. It's a real interesting podcast on music in general and record recording. This one is an old standard and instrumental. Unchained Melody. Written by Alex North. Don't ask me how I know that. Written for a movie called Unchained, hence the name. Giving away all the secrets today, ladies and gentlemen. So I got one more for you today, and this is one I wrote. Every so often I sneak a Raleigh Brown song in there, because I like some of the songs I wrote. Not all of them, but some of them. There's a hawk on the wing, circling high above, and there was freedom in the heart of the woman I love. Lord, she was free as a hawk on the wing, soft as a morning dove. Where are the sleepy days when we lay entwined? And is this the same bed that held something so fine? You wrapped round my heart like a true love of mine, round my neck like a clinging vine. Suki cameo there. And tell me, where is the love when it's gone away? When the price of the memories is too much to pay? I can't find the signpost to guide myself by, and is this a tear in my eye? And where is the hawk who was circling above? And where is the morning dove? Thank you for tuning in. Let me click over to here. And I will be back on Tuesday on Election Day. It was made clear to me by my old friend Bill Rubenstein that we would need something sane on Election Day, and I will try to offer that to you at 3 p.m. on Election Day, Tuesday. And but before then, Cozy and Charlie that morning at 10:30, Kokomo Kid that morning at 10 a.m. And the beat goes on. Thank you. I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay sane. Ignore the bullshit. And I will see you soon. If you get cranky, take a nap.